What's up, Gucci gang? Hey, what's up, guys? Back at it again with another YouTube challenge. Today the challenge is not getting carpal tunnel. Woo! It's been 10 billion years again. How y'all doing? I'm hoping that today's stream will not crash because all I'm doing is running Fire Alpaca. You know, admittedly, I haven't set this up in advance, so hopefully it works. Otherwise, I'll cry. Let me see if I can say hi to everybody. What's up, Isaac? What's up, Solarts? What's up? I don't know how to say that. Enard. What's up, Enard? What's up, Kirby? What's up, Izzy? What's up, Neko? What's up, Lizzie? I have a playlist. And by that I mean a YouTube playlist, because I'm uncreative. I'm lagging like the tiniest little bit. So let's hope that doesn't keep doing that. Is it gonna work? Yay! It worked!
At Kroger Pharmacy, care
I don't care about Kroger Pharmacy.
From flu, COVID, and RSV. Open 7 days a week with evening
Oh,
hours.
that's why it wouldn't work. I used the wrong keybind.
Convenience that works
There we go.
for everyone.
That's also
A
the wrong
world of
keybind. There we
cares in
go.
store.
Who doesn't want a little more comfort these days?
I don't want a
Many
little
say
more
they
comfort
find it
these
in the
days.
Starbucks
I
Frappuccino
want
drink.
music! Thank you. Let me pull chat back up. Is that S story? No! Yeah. What's up, Flames? What's up, Fanter? What's up, Huda? What's S story? Well, you see, there's this cool mod called Friday Night Fever, right? And there's like a spin-off mod called S story. And it's like, it takes place in Friday Night Fever, but it has different characters in it. I know, hard to believe. What's an FNF mod? It all started when you were born. Oh, I'm lagging a lot when it comes to like my pen. That's okay. We're probably not gonna stream for that long. Probably, unless we pull a Caesar Fever and say this is a short stream and then stream for 8 hours. You know, I think I figured out why my computer's been running like doo-doo ass lately. And I think it's such a basic problem too. It was two things. It was that none of my drivers were updated, not since I bought the damn thing. Because I just neglected it because I'm stupid. You should update your drivers, chat. That, and you should make sure that your computer is clean. Why? Because I think the issue with my computer is that it's been everywhere. Like when I was homeless, right? I took it with me in my car, and I took it with me to the library, and I took it with me there, and I didn't necessarily have access to cleaning products. And so my computer's been neglected other than like a quick wipe down, right? I haven't gone in and cleaned the dust out of my computer in a hot minute. My computer puts the hot in hot minute. Like that thing gets my computer shuts off because it gets so hot out of nowhere. I'm at work right now. That's fire. I still need to get a drawing tablet for myself. If you do, there's a lot of good, like the Huey on canvas that I have now is pretty good, but I would recommend buying the canvas off the website instead of on Amazon like I did, because my version of the canvas is older than the current version of the canvas. In fact, it's older than the current version that was out when I bought it. It's that Amazon is selling like an old version of it. And now I can't. There's a couple like little ups that I don't have in this version of this tablet. And I can't justify like buying a new Huey on canvas just for these little things, but they irk me every now and again. You know how much better the wire management is in the newer version of the Huey on canvas than it is with mine? It's sad. Sad and like, it's very good. And mine is not. I was gonna draw MTail today. Awesome! You should tag me on Twitter so I can see it and show that MTail team. Or if you post it to the Fever Demons Discord, you should at me there. I've been on a murder drones craze. I've also been on a murder drones craze. Like, maybe not a craze per se, but I really, really like murder drones. I think I only started watching it because we were doing like a group watch thing in one of the voice chats that I'm active in every now and again. And I was like, what is this? And it was peak! I think if I were to ever work at any indie animation studio, it would be Glitch Productions, but I don't know a damn thing about 3D. I think I'd only ever be able to do, like, storyboards. Even then, I don't really have, like, professional experience, per se. I'd like to earn that professional experience, but it's a little bit hard to understand what it takes to break into the animation industry. I feel like, I don't know. I wonder if college is supposed to be good in terms of gaining that connection and experience that you would kind of need to lift off.
I do a lot of writing, and
That's what I've heard about college is more than education and like pre-training. You get scholarships, not scholarships. Why do I hear myself twice? What the? Oh well. I mean, do I sound? Where's that coming from? Ah! Do I have me open in another tab or something? What the? Hold up. Am I stupid? Wait. Okay. Yo, where's that coming from? Who are you? I don't know. I don't want to fix it. I didn't do anything. Oh well. I give up. You should all draw Hysteria. I've already drawn Hysteria. That's the thing. That's why I had to pick a different mod. Because I did Hysteria for the first day. Like, the basic thing for me to have done would have been to draw a rematch, but that feels like narcissistic. And I really like that story. Is it just because I worked on it? No. No, it's actually not. I just really like the mod. These hands don't make a lick of sense, but that's okay. They look okay as a cartoon. We're gonna have season 2? We better! I wonder.
You used to go up on Mulholland Drive and park
every night.
and visualize seeing yourself as
No, okay. I still can't figure out where I'm hearing myself from. I don't know if it's from Microsoft Edge, but I don't have myself open in the tab or anything. And I'm not hearing the stream audio, it's just my voice. Are you guys hearing me twice? I hope not. I'm at the VA of Pomni? That's fire! Dude, I went to a museum not too long ago, and I met people in real life that had like a Jax plushie and a Murder Drones plushie. It was awesome. The new episode is going to be spooky and scary? I hope so. Poor Pomni, though. I don't think she's built for the scary. I think she might have a heart attack and die. Is that possible? She's like a digital creature. I think she would break the laws of being a digital creature and have a heart attack and die. There's a bit of echo, and I don't know where it's coming from! Okay, wait, if I... No. Man, I have a lot of tabs open. Maybe I should not do that. Or you know what? I'm stupid. Let me check my volume control. It's a little bit quiet. My bad. I'm sorry. Hold up. 2 apps are using my microphone? What app is using my microphone? What? The only 2 apps that are using my microphone is OBS and fevertober, and I don't think audio comes out of fevertober. So this is actually the troubleshooting stream. Volume mixer. Okay, wait, hold up. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to click on a lo-fi playlist. No! No! Bring my music back. Thank you. I just wanted to pause it. Okay, wait, I have volume mixer open. Is it coming from OBS? Hold up. Is it? What? Hold up. That's okay. I guess it was coming from OBS? Question mark? Okay. Can you guys hear me? OBS says that you can. So I'm just gonna continue. Fire! What a strange phenomenon. Oh, is it lagging? The audio all of a sudden got better? Yeah, no, it was OBS. Sigh. The troubleshooting stream successful. High five. Interactive stream where I give you a real high five. Look. Yeah. Now we can draw in peace. Much clearer? Awesome! This is a new microphone tech. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but I don't know. So I used to use my headset microphone, and I'm still using my headset microphone, but this is a different pair of headphones. And I'm not usually one to like splurge on technology or anything like that unless I absolutely need it. But I knew I was gonna be streaming, and my old pair of headphones finally broke, I knew I wanted a quality pair of headphones because I usually switch from like 30. I forgot how to speak for a minute. $30 Krakens, which are okay if all you're using headphones are is like maybe games and voice chatting, because it has a little headset mic, but it's not the greatest. It's kind of doo-doo dog ass. My other microphone is my Samsung G-Track Pro, but it's kind of big and bulky, and I never used it for streaming because it echoed a lot of the sound like around my room. This one is a headset mic. It is an Audio Technica microphone. Like, I've heard good things about Audio Technica and their headphones and their microphones, so that's what I bought. And it's pretty. I remember when like putting the headphones on for the first day and hearing myself, I was so excited for two reasons, right? One, there's like virtually no audio delay when I hear myself directly through the headphones, which like I've had hear myself on for years, and that's because like years and years and years ago when I wanted to be like a voice actor, I had voice actor friends who suggested as a tip in terms of like getting used to my own voice that I turn on here. I don't care about Cookie Run Kingdom. I don't care. Anyways, they suggested that I like hear myself all the time in order to get used to the sound of my own voice, to adjust it as I see according or as I see fitting, and it worked. It worked like a charm, other than the fact that I hated hearing my own voice, and I do to some extent now, but it is much more tolerable. But also, like, I got used to the like voice mod audio delay. It was usually like a half a second delay, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. There's like no delay now. It's awesome. And I can hear myself directly through the headphones, so it doesn't pick up on my stream either. When I used to stream, I'd have to turn off the hear yourself thing, so it would be really jarring for me to not hear myself on stream. Now I can. It's a much clearer audio quality as well. I think the difference between this and the headset mic was like night and day. My phone alarm is going off and I hear it and I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got a phone call. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know I had a phone call. I'm gonna be right back. Oh. waiting for him to turn. Why is there a loading thing in front of me? What the fart? What is that? What are you? Hello? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. It was the, like... So sometimes I put reactive PNGs for my friends if they join my stream. And it was, like, loading. Because I didn't have it set up right now. That's really funny. No, I don't want to be gaming. I'm not gaming. I'm drawing. Hello again, chat. On my way out, I got tahine and cucumber. Chat, are you guys like... Do any of y'all live in areas where they have the Mexican little food carts? Dude, I love those. Because I don't live where I used to now. I live in a different state. So I don't see them as often anymore. I don't think I've seen one in years, which is really sad. You know the, like, rainbow umbrella fruit carts? Dude, I love those. Oh, with the, like, jicama and cucumbers and watermelon and different other melons and and mango. It's very good. What's up, Mouse? You guys should follow True King Mouse on Twitch.com. That would be fire. I'm gonna eat a chunk of my cucumber. I love the food cart. Me too, dude. That shit is so delicious. I hope they make so much goddamn money. They don't have those where you are? No, I mean, I don't think so. I'm so used to seeing them, or I was so used to seeing them, and then suddenly... It's also because I don't live in a big city anymore. So, like, where I used to live was, like, big city central. Lots of activity, lots of people selling stuff, even if they don't have a food vendor's license. It was awesome. Not a lot of that here now. Like, for perspective, we're only just building a McDonald's here. Like, I've been here for, like, 2 years, and there's been no McDonald's. I don't care. I don't care about the Swiffer Duster! I don't care! There's a lot of songs in this playlist. I put on a Lakey-inspired playlist because I think I discovered that artist through copyright-free stuff. Like, I heard a song in, like, a vlog once 10 years ago. I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. And then I looked up his name, and I listened to his music. He hasn't shown up on the internet, like, 4 years, though. I have never tried Mexican... You never tried Mexican food? I didn't expect you to stream so soon. Hopefully I'll be able to stream more often, because I know a lot of the times it seems like I stream at really bad times for some of my viewers. You don't necessarily need to buy Mexican food from a Mexican food truck, though. Like, Mexican food trucks are a bit of a hit and miss. Sometimes they're both. Sometimes they're a hit and a miss. Sometimes you go to a Mexican food truck and it's like the best food you've ever had in your entire life, and then you get food poisoning 3 hours later. That's what happened once when I was living in my car. I think I talked about this on, like, a Caesar Fever stream recently. But when I was living in my car, I once got terrible food poisoning, which is the worst place to get food poisoning when you're living in your car, right? Because where are you supposed to puke? Not the car. That's where you're going to sleep. I had, like, a dozen trash bags, and I just had to, like, hold them and turn over and go, At some point, it got so bad, like, not even the food poisoning itself, right? Food poisoning is bad, but if it onsets quickly, it gets better quickly. You know what I mean? My problem was that I didn't have water in that car. And doing a whole lot of vomiting makes you really dehydrated. I tried, like, finding my shoes so I could walk to a 24-hour gas station and get some water. I couldn't find my shoes. I couldn't find my wallet. I was so winded from looking for my shoes and wallet that I just kind of, like, sat in the middle seat and stopped moving. I just catching my breath. And I'm not that out of shape, chat. I was just very sick. With that in mind, I've talked about Balls the cat on my streams before. You guys know Balls. Balls showed up. It's like, I'm like, hi, Balls. How you doing? I'm really sick. And I don't know if Balls could, like, tell. Maybe he could. Maybe cats are just really smart, dude. I think they are. I think they know. But Balls, like, showed up, sat on my chest, and started purring. Do you know that cats purr at a frequency that encourages healing in the human body? I didn't know that till I looked it up. But, like, within the next, like, 10 minutes, I felt better. Balls was like a little god. Balls had that healing power. The other problem with the dehydration thing is that I live in a state where it gets really, really hot and really, really humid. So eventually I gave up my venture to the gas station because I was so exhausted that I couldn't gather the energy to even, like, look. I forgot what I was saying for a minute. To look for my wallet. And so when I got up the next, like, the plan was that I get up the next morning, look for my wallet, maybe I'll find it better in the daylight. I'll be good. You know, more places are open. I wake up, and I'm like, oh gosh. For perspective, right? It can get, if you guys don't know, the reason that they tell you not to keep babies and dogs and things like that in the car without air conditioning is because it can get, even if it's, like, not that hot outside, right? It can get 30 to 40 degrees hotter inside a car than it is outside. So for perspective, I'm sleeping in this car. And it's like 110 degrees outside. So what does that mean? It's like 140 degrees in this car. I gotta jump out of that car, search for my wallet, and I get to search for my wallet for like a minute before my vision starts blurring and my hands start feeling tingly and numb. I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this. So, a double perspective. The place where my car is parked is in front of, like, a friend's house. So even though I can't stay inside for a couple of reasons, like, I stay in the parking lot, I had a key to the friend's place, but where was that? On my wallet. So I couldn't find my wallet, couldn't go inside the house to get water, couldn't walk across the street to the library to get water because I didn't have my shoes, couldn't walk to Texaco, I couldn't get water anywhere. So I kind of just had to sit on the front porch of my friend's house and call up a couple of other friends from high school and be like, hey, I know we haven't talked in forever because I've been really tired and really busy with my mom, but could anybody pick me up and get me some water? Because I'm really dehydrated and I think I might die. For perspective, the gas station I worked at, I think so. Hello, by the way. Bum, bum, bum. I lost my train of thought. Bum, ba, da, bum, ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. What was I saying? Oh, no, yeah, I was sitting on the front, and I didn't even know that dehydration could get this bad, right? I can't even, like, feel my hands at this point. My feet are numb, my hands are numb, my head feels cloudy. If you can imagine, like, a movie maker transition every couple of seconds, like, fading into each other, that's what it was like looking at everything. I was dying. Now, I thought I was going to be out there for a couple of hours or until my friends came over to pick me up. I was like, okay, I might die. Tell my mother I love her. And then I realized, oh my gosh, my brother gets home in like 15 minutes. Holy balls, if I can just survive another 15 minutes, I'll have water. And I'm like, maybe I don't want to wait 15 minutes. So I text my brother, and I don't want him to worry. either. I don't want him to rush and I'll be like, oh my gosh, you need to go to the hospital. Because I didn't need to go to the hospital. I didn't need another medical pill. I just needed water. So I text my brother. I'm like, dude, I really gotta pee. Can you show up like now? And it worked. He showed up in like 10 minutes. This cucumber's bushy. Oh, you know what? I think Skelly's line art is done. Might adjust. It reminds me of when someone tried to enter my house where it was empty, and when I arrived at my house, there was a wire stuck on my lock. Damn! Oh my gosh, you know what I got? I forgot. My favorite thing in the world. Caffeine! I don't care what the cookie run. I don't care! Which is really funny because I do play Cookie Run Kingdom every now and again. I used to be a more avid player, but I think I played for like Sonic the Hedgehog because I had had a Sonic event going on, and I really wanted Sonic and Tails cookie, and I got them like last day of. I was already in like the acceptance phase of grief. I was like, I'm not getting Sonic cookie. I'm not getting Tails cookie. I tried all this time for Sonic and Tails cookie, and I didn't get it. And then I did. What's up, zombie? They had a BTS event as well, which is really funny. I think I only got like one BTS cookie. But what you had to do is like it was a little rhythm game, and you had to play Cookie Run Rhythm Game to BTS songs. So over and over and over and over again for like BTS points, I'd be hearing it's a dynamite. Answer my phone. I put it somewhere. Is Ro getting drunk on coffee? On Celsius, actually. My friend texted me, I'm going to materialize in your room and eat you. Thank you. Why? Well, thank you for letting me know that my ringer was off for some reason. You know what we should do once I'm done drawing? If I still feel like streaming, we should do the 8-ball stream. I'm finally having caffeine for the first time in like months. That's awesome. Chat, I may be a caffeine addict, but I encourage having a healthy relationship with caffeine. It kind of goes with like all forms of addiction, where you should never rely on caffeine to function in the day. I feel like caffeine addiction is so normalized that a lot of people disregard. You know, if you have too much, to be fair, this is with an excess amount of caffeine. This is like a mega freedom level of caffeine. The daily limit for caffeine, the recommended daily limit, I think is like 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine. If you exceed that daily, you run risk for liver problems. It's insane. It's like drinking. At least in the excess that I used to drink, because I was also a workaholic. I was one, a workaholic, and two, really stressed because of the mom stuff. Like, I wasn't even living in my house for 4 months. It was somebody else's house. So my only real way of coping that didn't affect the way that I worked and took care of my mom was caffeine. I used to chug like 600 to 700 milligrams of caffeine in a day. It was also like at some point I cut down simply because I couldn't go to the store anymore. So I was having maybe I went down from like 700 milligrams a day to maybe 120 and like 2 cups of coffee. Is it bad if I say I don't like caffeine at all? That's fair. Caffeine definitely doesn't have to be your thing. It just so happens to be my thing, which is really funny because it. I'm going to tell you a secret, chat. Caffeine doesn't affect me in the slightest. I don't know why I keep drinking it. I think part of me is like hoping that it'll affect me in a little bit of a way. The only discernible effect I've ever gotten from caffeine has been like in massive amounts of caffeine. Remember that one time you dared me to run to get an energy drink? Don't worry, Mouse, I know what you meant. It was because I was on call with Mouse, right? And I think Mouse was like, oh, I really want an energy drink. I'm like, well, how far away is the nearest store? Like 2 minutes away. I'm like, oh, ride like the wind, bullseye! And Mouse just went for it. I'm still afraid about it when my moot spider drinks coffee, bro goes crazy and texts me sometimes at 2 or 3 a.m. because I can't go to sleep or I'm feeling high. I'm sure you could definitely drink an amount of caffeine that makes you feel like a mild high. Because caffeine inherently has a bit of a high. With the, like, boost of energy. It's sort of like... I think the best comparison I could give is, like, microdosing marijuana. Some people do just to feel a little bit more productive. I wouldn't say that they have like the exact same effects, though, at least to my knowledge. I don't know so much from experience. I really just know about caffeine. Who texted me? Da-dun-dun. Da-dun-ba-dun. I remember my dad gave me coffee and I was feeling energetic in the morning all day and I couldn't even sleep. See, my problem with caffeine is that caffeine makes me feel sleepy. What's up, Meep? I think the reason that I like caffeine so much is that it makes me feel just... Do you ever hit like a work high, like right as you're about to go to sleep? That's what caffeine does. It simulates that feeling where I'm a little drowsy, but I'm so drowsy that the thoughts that usually run through my mind slow down and I'm able to focus. Chad, I think I might have ADHD. I don't want to self-diagnose, but I mean, I've been thinking about it for a couple of years now. I just don't really have the means to get a diagnosis. With that in mind, I think there's a little bit of a taboo when it comes to self-diagnosis, but I feel like a lot of the things that you can do with a diagnosis, you can do without one. Maybe not so much in terms of like medication or exact resources that you have, but the internet has done a lot of things in the last couple of years. Like, you can look up a lot of support from people that have similar conditions. For ADHD, as an example specifically, there's a lot of like forums and how to manage ADHD with or without medication. Just changes in your daily life that you can make as if you have like what you suspect you might have. Self-diagnosis, I think, has gotten a rep of like faking it for clout. And that's, I suppose sometimes that's true. But a lot of the people that I know that have first self-diagnosed and then gotten a real diagnosis only self-diagnosed in order to improve their own lives. Like, it wasn't something that they flaunted. Na na na, na na na. I think I might have ADHD. Oh, that I forgot how to speak for a minute. I meant to say that's fire. Not the fact that you might have it, like the fact that you have an idea. in order to get a proper diagnosis, you kind of self-diagnose. Well, of course, in the sense that usually, at least some like the way that the healthcare system works, not every doctor is going to have the keen eye to point out problems with you, and that is their job. But not every doctor is a perfect fit. Sometimes you'll have doctors that can't pick up on things like that, and you know yourself the best. So a lot of the time, you're just kind of bringing up problems to your doctor that you notice in yourself. It's the same with physical health, and it's the same with mental health. Dum, bum, bum, na. Jaden's video on ADHD encouraged me to get tested. It was really funny when I was a kid, because every problem that I had, and I say this with love in my heart. I love my mom. My mom was trying her best. My mom also just had an old mind. So a lot of the times when I bring up problems to my mom, like, Mom, I think I might have ADHD. Mom, I think da-da-da. I think I need help. Da-da-da. It's, oh, because the internet people are doing it and you think it's trendy. I'm like, what? It was really funny because I approached her, I think, in high school about having ADHD. I'm like, hey, Mom, think I might have ADHD, and I think I never got diagnosed. Just like, no, you don't. You asked me the same question, like, in elementary school. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, no, you asked me, like, the same exact question in elementary school, and I said that you didn't because, like, you're not hyperactive. I'm like, Mom, that's not how that works. And I asked about it? Does that not give you reason to believe that I might have it if I'm asking about it unprompted again and I don't even remember? She's like, I don't know, but I don't think you have it. I'm like, Mom! I saw your mom yesterday. Awesome! I have a feeling that I have ADHD, and while I've never been diagnosed, I did take special needs classes for school, which did make my school experience a lot better. So maybe that counts. That's fair. I'm not super knowledgeable on the, like, requirements for getting special needs classes. I don't know if you need a diagnosis to be eligible to part. It might be different per school district. Is that Mega Freedom? Andy! What's up, Andy? And they got paged out to a fire. That's my firefighter friend, chat. Say hi to my firefighter friend. Put fire in chat. Please don't tell them where I live. I might have to ban you. What if I went back to sleep? You could. You would just hear me in the background. Like, you might wake up every now and again to me doing this. Like, chat, you know what I've thought about? One, I've thought about doing an FL Studio stream where I make music on stream, right? The only problem with that is that I am a multitasker. So I'll open up to make music, do it for like an hour, and then go to do something else, and then come back to make music an hour later. I know where your house is. I know you know where my house is. That's why I'm telling you not to say where my house is. You know what I think the biggest, like, internet danger is, more than, like, telling internet people your personal information? Because that is a danger. I'm not saying that it isn't. I think it's And I'm not disparaging anyone specifically. It's that in the past I've had this happen. Bringing IRLs into your internet space makes me a little bit anxious. And only because in the past I've had people like, and it's never even like on purpose, at least not usually. It's IRL people who don't know a lot about the internet accidentally disclosing information they really shouldn't be. Are people not used to the Mega Freedom jump scare? Not yet. They are now. Who just farted? My bad. Oh my gosh. The college workload has been a game changer because you're not doing anything because you're using Grammarly's AI thing. I keep getting a lot of Grammarly ads, right? And it's really funny because all their advertising is like Chat GBT for Grammarly. Why would I use... I don't get it. Just right. Some people don't have proper filters for the internet, and that's not to disparage people that don't, right? That's just not being chronically online. I think it's a little scarier when you introduce IRLs to like your internet space if you do content creation, because then you're not just disclosing information to like a couple of online friends. It feels a little more like strangers on the internet. I want to laugh, but my stomach is hurting for no reason. I can't move or laugh without pain. Then you could just send an LOL in chat. Don't worry, I'll count it as a laugh. You know what sucks? Doo-doo ass balls. Duolingo. I know some of y'all are gonna hate me. I'm Duolingo's #1 hater. And it's because it's not even their marketing thing, but it is a little bit because the other day I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw all two of Duolingo's fat ass cheeks on my timeline because the little Duolingo bird was walking around with the thong on. Ew! I don't want to see that, but it's that, and I think they replaced like a fat chunk of their staff with AI. Like they fired a bunch of people and then I was their translators. How do you run a language learning app and then fire all of your translators and replace them with AI? It's doo-doo balls. And I really need to pick it back up. But I've been using Mango Languages, and it's just because the same thing could be true for Mango Languages. I haven't looked it up, but I've been using it for a while, and that's just because it was free through my local library when I had my old place, and it never wore off. Like I'm pretty sure my library card is expired, but I still have access to my Mango Languages account. So using Duolingo and Translator to learn English. That's fair. I believe in you. When I say I'm Duolingo's #1 hater, I also mean to say I don't mind if you use Duolingo. I just think perhaps it's not the greatest choice. What's up, Suisatem? You know, I've known you for a while and I never knew how to pronounce your name. I'm assuming it's Suisatem, but I'm eating a cucumber. You know what I got from my friend the other day? And I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I think I got a vintage watermelon, right? And if you're confused on what vintage means in terms of like food, my mom was really into it. So it's like when you get stuff from the grocery store, usually a lot of the like produce that you get are modified in some way. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's just to make produce bigger and more bountiful so that you get more out of like a watermelon per se than you would before it was genetically modified. Like, GMOs aren't always a bad thing. Sometimes I suppose that they could be, but I'm not qualified to speak on that subject. That being said, I like opened up this watermelon and it's separated in a way that watermelon doesn't normally do when it's from the grocery store. And I've seen vintage watermelons before, like online, from those stupid videos that are like, this is what watermelon looked like before humans intervened. And it looks like that. I think I have a vintage watermelon. And it's freaking delicious. Like, what? And that's not necessarily because it's vintage. Watermelon just happens to be delicious. Nom, 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 nom. I forgot. I was going to bring up a reference of the characters that I'm drawing. Where is this reference that I just had pulled up? Wow. Interesting? It is interesting. It's been really funny growing into an adult separate from my mom. And I don't mean that, again, in a disparaging way to my mom, because all things considered, I would die for that woman. I love my mom. But she, later in life, got caught up in a lot of, like, circles of talk that I don't necessarily agree with anymore. I think a lot of it was sort of fear-mongering. But she got caught in it. And that's not really her fault. That's just, I think a lot of viewpoints play into the susceptibility of the older generation. And it's because older people don't necessarily always like to talk about the fact that they're more susceptible than they were maybe when they were younger to propaganda or different methods of like talking. What's up, Konu? Hi! You guys should follow Konu on Twitch. Fire! My mom got caught in it too, sadly. My mom was in a lot of right-wing circles. I hope I scraped a lot of it off the internet, because I don't agree with it anymore. But I think from like 10 years ago, you can still find like really old posts of me echoing a couple of the opinions that my mom had at the time. Part of it was because of my Christian upbringing. Part of it was because of my mom's very right-wing beliefs at that point in her life. I can't say that I'm necessarily at a point in my life where I am knowledgeable enough to speak on greater issues like that. But the fact of the matter is that I did when I was younger because it was stuff that my mom would say. And I thought that I knew enough because my mom says she knew enough. And that's like, I feel like a lot of kids on the internet do that. There's been a little bit of like a bullying culture recently that I've noticed with younger kids on the internet. I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. But specifically in the context of like kids being bullied because of the opinions that they're clearly echoing from their parents or from the people around them, from the communities that they're in, etc. I didn't face online bullying for it, luckily. But I think I still would have grown into where I am today. It just would have been clouded by a lot of like me arguing with people on the internet that I didn't need to be arguing with. Because every kid wants to believe that they're an adult. You know what I mean? I talked in internet spaces believing that I had a similar say because I felt so knowledgeable and independent based on things that other people were telling me. And I didn't have the presence of mind to be able to discern that at the time. I think the greatest thing that you can do in favor to yourself is acknowledge your weaknesses wherever you are in life. My weakness when I was younger was that I was prone to echoing the opinions of people around me. My weakness now is that I'm not prone to looking into things like greater issues on that's not to say that I don't at all. It's that I don't always feel the drive to. It is easier to just parrot an opinion, but it's not always the best. I think I've only grown to form the habit of looking into things before I speak on them because I acknowledge the fact that I was previously prone to parroting opinions. I'm not calling you old. You're 32? That's fire. What's up, Biddle? I should really be drawing. I've been looking for this reference that I had earlier and I can't find it. Oh, I know I can't find it. There it is. There's the reference. Okay. Hello Fellow was 42. Well, I know that because Caesar has mentioned it on stream. Sometimes I forget the variety of people that I meet on the internet. I found out the other day that one of my longtime friends is 11 years older than me. And this is not necessarily a bad thing once you know how to safely navigate your way around the internet. I think when you're a kid, you definitely have to be really, really cautious about the information that you give out and the people that you interact with. That doesn't mean limit the people that you interact with based on factors that they can't control, but to be cautious on the differences between people. Because, with age, as an example, different people from different generations are either below you or above you in terms of their experience. Even if you seem or feel more mature, even if you are a little more mature than they are, that doesn't necessarily negate the fact that if you're younger, you have less experience. The biggest downfall that I see with kids interacting online, trying to act mature, is that they don't know how to practice maturity. And maturity is born through humbleness. I had to grow up fast recently. Man, this sucks. How do y'all keep going? No, I get it. I feel like in a lot of instances when I was younger, I had to grow up really quickly. I don't necessarily know that I want to get in super explicit detail about it, but you guys know that when it was really funny, with the stroke that my mom had as an example, because that's something I don't mind talking about. That was a fat example of me having to grow up really quickly. I had just turned okay, wait. I had not just turned 18, but I had just graduated high school when my mom had that stroke. I was 18, and suddenly, and I say all this again with love in mind. I love my family, but a lot of them weren't in a position to step up. My dad wasn't there because he's dead. My other family members on my dad's side and my mom's side were all in a completely different state, and they couldn't afford to relocate everything in their lives just to help me. And my brothers were so busy with other things at the time that I was kind of the only one that could pick up. I am overall grateful for the experience. I don't really drink. That's fair. I used to drink more often, but it made me feel hot. Did you know that, like, some people recommend that you drink if you're feeling cold or if you are in the cold? Don't do that. Drinking makes you feel hot because I think it makes your blood vessels a little bit bigger. So it's not that you're getting hotter, it's that you're receiving more warm blood. But you're actually prone to getting colder. So if you drink in the cold, you're going to end up colder, but you're going to feel hotter. Mom's making us grow up fast. Kono, I hope you're doing okay. Drinking is something I've had a little bit of experience in. Not a lot. I think the most valuable thing I could possibly say about drinking is that if you're going to drink, no matter what age you are, and it does depend on who you are as a person, but do not make your first experience a public drinking experience. Do not go out in a club for your first time drinking. Do not drink among people that you're not familiar with. If you don't know how alcohol is going to affect you, you don't want to be surrounded by people the first time that you have alcohol. Drinking can be good, drinking can be bad. Drinking is just an experience. I'm a huge lightweight in caffeine and alcohol, so I'm just cautious. That's fair. Me personally, like, I've had few opportunities to drink, but they were usually in the comfort of my own home. So I took the opportunities to gauge what I would be like if, like, in the future, if I were ever caught in an opportunity to drink among friends or among people. And that may not be for everyone. For me, it was just a method of gaining an experience I could use to bounce off of later and gain knowledge on what my own limits were. I drank last night. That's awesome, Mouse. Have a friend or family member with you? Definitely. For some people, it's going to sound a little depressing. But for your first time drinking, it may depend on who you are. I would recommend drinking with at least one other person. Maybe not too many other people. For me, the first time that I really drank was with my brother. I'm scared of drinking in the sense it might taste bad. You see, the real fear with drinking is when you have something that tastes too good. It's the fruity drinks you need to be really scared of. That's my other Mega Freedom tip of the day. Always be cautious with fruity drinks. I promise you they are packed full of alcohol, but they don't taste it. You drank soju? Damn! One shot glass of wine at a party is my limit. That's fair. There's also no shame in being a lightweight if you discover that you're a lightweight. Like, some people will make fun of you, like, oh, you're lightweight, you can't handle alcohol. That just means that in the future, if you ever do want to spend on alcohol, you'll have to spend less than any of your heavyweight friends. I used to drink hard cider. I've never had hard cider, but dude, apple cider? Oh, dude. I used to make homemade apple cider, and it was because my family would occasionally buy too many apples, or we'd get too many apples from like people giving us groceries and us not wanting to reject free groceries. So I would just make applesauce, and the leftover of an applesauce is apple cider, at least in the way that I would make it. So I'd end up having a piss ton of applesauce and a piss ton of apple cider. It was awesome. You might be a little hungover. Mouse, I think you should get like a Pedialyte. That's another big tip. A lot of the scariest thing that, like the thing that I was most scared of pre-drinking experience were hangovers. I think the most comforting knowledge is that hangovers are not random. Hangovers are usually virtue of being super dehydrated after drinking. That's where the headache comes from. That's where the dizziness comes from. You're really dehydrated. Do you need eggs? You know my brother. I have a piss ton of eggs, but my brother might need some eggs. I'm okay for the most part. I should go eat soon. Also, try not to drink on an empty stomach, especially for your first time. For some people, it won't make you feel sick, but usually it will. And if it doesn't make you feel sick, it'll make you significantly more like out of control of your alcohol intake. And I just mean that in the sense of like you'll probably feel a little more woozy on alcohol than you would with some food in your stomach. Some people like that. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not a good woozy. Oh, my playlist is done. I had an idea for what to play after this, and I don't remember now. Oh! No, I remember. Okay. Chat, you're getting my ultimate playlist. My Japanese bossa nova playlist. That is not Japanese bossa nova! There it is. Okay. Raise the volume. No, I don't want another ad! No! No! Awesome. Pan! What's up, Pan? A friend of mine was once allowed to drink several drinks from a bottle cap. She ended up half drunk, and I scolded them because they were a minor. They drank from like 7 Damn! That might, if they were just bottle caps, it may have been something like vodka or whiskey. Like one of them really strong drinks. Don't take life advice from fan fiction. True! It's recommended to eat carbs before you drink so it absorbs more of the alcohol. True! Also true! I just finished my day 4. I should get back to drawing is what I should do. Chat, we're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat. Watch this swag. Watch this swag. Right now. Genius. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I might go check my air conditioning in a little bit because it is exceptionally warm in this room today. But it shouldn't be. Pan, did you not sleep? Pan! Pan, if you don't go to sleep, I'm telling them the story. The city I can't disclose story, but I'll make up a funny name for it. It's one of my favorite stories. I'm gonna start the story, just so Pan knows exactly what I'm talking about. When I went to go live with Pan for a couple of months, right? Because Pan is my very, very best friend from, I was gonna say high school, not high school. We've been friends since like middle school. Awesome. You know, Pan is the one that got me into FNF. That's crazy. But anyways, I was hanging out with Pan one day, right? And they see like an anime cafe on their timeline, on their like Instagram or whatever. And for perspective, let's say that we live in Fevertown, and like right near Fevertown, there's like Domination, like a city called Domination, definitely, right? and it's not that far. It's like it'd be 15 minutes. It's a little bit of a drive with traffic, but it's not that far away, right? It's all within the same state. Let's say that the state name is like Mega Freedom Land. So Panda's scrolling and they see like an anime cafe. They're like, "Oh, it's in Domination. Oh, that's so far. Oh, I wish I could go." I'm like, "Oh yeah. I mean, I guess it's a little bit far, right? That sucks. I wish we could go." And they look at me. They put their hand on their chin ponderingly. Not a lick of joke in their voice. Just pure serious question. They go, "I wonder how much plane tickets to Domination are." I'm like, what? Now, for perspective, it's like a 15-minute drive from Fevertown to Domination, right? I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, I wonder how much plane tickets to Domination are. I'm like, Domination? Like Domination Mega Freedom Land? Like there? Like 10 minutes away? They're like, oh. I'm like, Pan! Pan! We've both lived in this place for our whole lives, right? We're both from here, and they had no idea. Very clever names for these places. Awesome. I'm bringing you eggs. Awesome. I'm eating cucumber. Plane tickets for real. For a 15-minute drive. Did I just bite into a watermelon? I just did. Ow. Poor Pan. I also, like, their dad got home afterwards. I went to their dad. I'm like, "You want to hear something funny?" Real-time buffer? Damn. My internet is not the greatest. I'm not even using, like, an Ethernet cable or anything. I probably should. That's probably why my chat delay is so bad. But it's okay. My chat delay is as slow as the pace is for this stream, which I feel like is good. I feel like Caesar excels at fast-paced, super entertaining streams. And it's not that I can't do that. It's that I think I excel in yapper streams. I'm a professional yapper. I have a lot to talk about. Listen, I ate the sharpest tool in the shed. Mouse, you do know what I'm talking about because I've told you this story before. Even my dad was laughing at me exactly because I told him. Oh, man, you know what? I have a friend that's a super huge fan of one of the games that your dad has worked on. Because Pan's dad, like, used to work in the video game industry. I got to tell them the other day, like, what? What? Where's this ref that I'm looking for? There it is. I'm usually faster at drawing, but I'm having a lot of fun. So honestly, I know I say this every time, but I mean it this time. I might. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about League of Legends. I don't care. I know I say this every time, but I'm thinking of streaming more often, and not necessarily like, because I think the issue before was that I would say I want to stream more often, and then I'd try and stream games, and then my computer is not in a state where it can run a lot of games and stream at the same time, but my computer is in a perfect state to draw. I think I'll do a lot more drawing streams. You know what I need to do? I need to update my commission sheet, because I haven't had commissions open, I think, since I was living in the car. And even then, they weren't, like, full. I don't think I've had a full commission sheet open. Like, I haven't taken normal illustrations publicly since, like, 2022. And that's crazy, because I like doing commissions. I got really busy with mom and whatever, and when I was in the car, I was taking emergency commissions. Still obsessed with how you do line weight? Thank you! This is just the default pen tool. You know what's the craziest thing? Dami draws on, like, iPad, right? I discovered one day that he does not use, like, pen pressure. He has an Apple Pencil, but for all of his line work, he goes in with this kind of pen, right? The no weight pen, and that goes and erases it for line weight. Meticulously. Have you seen Dami's art? Can you imagine? He's crazy! I've never tried League of Legends. I feel like part of me wants to try it just to see what all the hype is about. Because I like League of Legends media. I like the music videos that they put out, and I like the, what's it called? Like, Arcane. I need to finish Arcane. But I also acknowledge that I have an addictive personality. Someone is calling me. I'm gonna switch. False alarm, I think it was a spam call. You know what's funny? That reminds me. I have one other story about getting a spam call, right? I was hanging out with Brother Freedom at some point. We were chatting, and a random spam call like interrupted our conversation, and it was from an unknown caller ID. Now, I didn't know that unknown caller ID means that they're specifically hiding their caller ID from you. Like, you can't see their phone number or anything. I didn't know that. So I answered it. I'm like, hello? 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 And no one answered. All I heard was, like, shuffling maybe a little bit and then dead silence. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they have the wrong number. Okay. And I hang up. And then I get a call again. It's from the same unknown caller ID. I'm like, oh, my God. And I answer it, and still, it's just silence. I'm like, what the hell? What the fart? What? Hello? And they still don't answer me, and I have to be the one to hang up. And they keep calling me back. At some point, I get so frustrated with them calling me that I come up with like, and I don't know where Richland is. Richland could be anywhere, right? But it was the first name that popped up in my head. So they call me again and I answer. I go, Richland Police Department, how can I help you? And they immediately hang up. I never received a call from that number ever again. That's my Mega Freedom pro tip of the day. If you think you're getting spam called, tell them you're the police department. I'm gonna take a shower now before I nap. I have a fun stream. Don't forget to check your DMs. I will. Bye, babe. I keep getting wrong numbers from some people who think I'm Stanley. You should do a Grunkle Stan voice. Blank City Mortuary, you stab him, we bag him. I've had one friend that used to like something pizza and abortion clinic. Your losses are sauce. And that's the it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But I can't say it's not funny being used on the spam caller. I was once in the car with my friend, right? And their brother called, and I didn't say a damn thing during that entire call. They were like calling through their car or something. And I get this sudden idea. Now, for perspective, my friend has this squeaky little voice that sounds like, "Oh, hey, you know, how you doing? Yeah, I get it. Okay. And then I sound like this. So eventually, their brother's about to hang up the call. He goes by. I'm like, I put my finger up to their mouth, and like a moment, I'm like, bye. And I and I hang up. And it wasn't planned at all, but we piss ourselves laughing because it was. Eventually, we go over to the brother's house, right? He's like, "Oh, it was your brother, right?" Because my brother was also with me, right? For perspective, if you've heard Brother Freedom on this stream before, my brother also has a ridiculously deep voice. But I guess my bye was so deep that they thought it was Brother Freedom. I have potatoes and water. Congratulations on the peasant diet. I'm sorry. The small Victorian child diet. Fancy schmancy party? These ads are crazy. You know what my favorite YouTube ad is? I don't know if you've like gotten it before. You know that little Japanese peanut plush that I love Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee the little plush? Dude, I'm in the Pee-Pee Discord server just to get little Pee-Pee emotes. He's so stupid. I want to buy one day. PP is for Peanut. He's a little peanut-shaped plush. He's awesome. Leave my cheesy potatoes alone. You didn't mention they were cheesy. That's fire. I take back everything I said. I'm gonna hop off to sleep doodle or something. It's 4 a.m. Damn! Go to sleep! Bye bye for now! Oh, I know I was forgetting something. You know, I don't usually understand the like why people use artist gloves. And that's just personal preference because I don't like the feeling of having gloves on while I draw until like right now where it's a little hot in my room. And so my hand is getting sweaty with the warm monitor and it keeps me from being able to glide smoothly with my lines. It does like a buffering thing. And now I get it. PP Discord? Yeah, I love the PP Discord. I said that like 5 minutes ago. That's damn. My stream delay is doo dog piss. I said it was gonna be a short stream, and we're almost at like 2 hours. So, like, damn. I mean, I guess that is kind of short, but it's not terrible. That's not bad for me not having streamed in like a hot minute. If we were to hit the 2 hour mark. Smudge guards? Yeah, no, I usually don't use them. I still clean my monitor, of course. It's just that I don't like the feeling of glove. I'm actually really liking this art so far. Dude, I made the most delicious burgers yesterday. I think I talked about it in stream chat. No, I didn't. I was talking about it to a friend. But I made the most delicious burger yesterday, dude. It had egg and bacon and cheese and what was it? Fried mushrooms and tomato and lettuce. Ooh, that shit is delicious. It looks very cool. Thank you. Two ads? I just want some tunes. Chad, I hope my yapping is keeping you entertained. I know I like to listen to yapping when I work. Today, I'm listening to myself yap. I don't have a smudge guard, but I have like a carpal tunnel glove somewhere that would probably help me right about now, and I don't know where it is. I like being a professional yapper. I feel like some people are afraid to yap. Yapping is a skill. You should hone your yapping. Become a yap god. Like Eminem, but he's a rap god. Be a yap god. You're speaking about as fast as Eminem, but instead of freestyling rap, you're just yapping. Doesn't have to rhyme. So I heard about this thing the other day, and then I think chat might be behind by a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not doing this bit. I might go play Regretivator. Fire! I would join you if I were not drawing. But I'm on the grind. Dude, there's this one song from Regretivator that I've had stuck in my head. I might even play it. But it's the... if you've played it before, you know the cardboard level? Dude! Who was in the studio? Holy balls! That's probably my favorite song from all of Regretivator. And they've got some pretty solid tracks. It's that and the, like, teapot level. I think when I was younger, I was embarrassed at the prospect of playing Roblox. I didn't make my Roblox account until I was, like, an adult, which is really funny. I am not the target demographic, but I do enjoy, like... I feel like as a kid, I didn't get to play a lot of games. It wasn't because I played, like, console games, but I didn't have the web game experience so much. Other than, like, Little Big Planet. Open your door, come get your eggs. I gotta go. My friend's gonna give me eggs. Eggs! Eggs! Hello, Gucci Gang. I think I'm gonna end stream right about now. Because I'm hungry. And my friend is here. They just dropped off eggs.
I already told you you could stay on there as long as you wanted to, you weirdo.
I know. But I want to eat. I'm gonna go eat.
Eat and stream.
Eating and streaming is unfire.
Do you know it's not fire?
Hmm.
Being stuck in a pasture that's on fire for 7 hours.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna go. Bye-bye, friends! We're really gonna outro to an ad? No. No. There we go. We're gonna outro to some Bossa Nova. Goodbye, chat. My audio capture is not working, is it? Hold up. Where'd my music go? I don't care. I don't care. Goodbye. Goodbye, chat.